Hi guys, this is going to be just a open carry video on how to open carry long guns. I got a couple requests on different things about open carrying long guns and how I go about it, what the rules are for it and all that stuff. Barrel up, barrel down, stuff like that, how to carry it. So I'm just going to go over those things real quick, try to make this video as quick as possible. First things first, rifle is empty. We'll have to fix that. Safety's on. Alright, now when I open carry, I always take it and I put it across my back like this, barrel down. Now the reason I do that, barrel down, is because there's a lot of people that carry barrel up, which is fine, but I don't particularly like it. I mean, yeah, it's alright because then you can come over like this, you know, just put your gun back and it's gone. But let's say it's raining or snowing like it is now, or just windy or wherever. You could be out in the woods and it could have just rained recently and there's still moisture on the trees. It's dripping off. Now, if that drips off and drips down into the barrel, you might get water down into your barrel, down onto your bullets, which may make the bullet misfire. It might clog the barrel just enough to make it explode. So that's why I don't carry barrel up. I always carry barrel down. Now, when I'm walking, I don't want to touch the gun really at all if I don't have to. I try to keep my hands away from the gun. I don't sit there and grab it. The only time that I'll ever touch it really is if I have to jog across a street or something, like I'm crossing the highway and a car's coming, so I've got to jog across. I won't even grab it like this so that I can run. I'll usually just hold the magazine like this to my back and run, because that's less aggressive looking than if I were to be running across the street like this. Now, when you're open carrying a rifle or long gun, there's a few things that come into factor, like the comfort factor. Now, there's been many times that I've been walking open carrying my rifle, and I'll get to a point to where it's like, it feels like my skeleton hurts because it's dragging on there and I've been walking with it for a few hours in the same position. Now, you're just going to have to deal with that sometimes. There are other ways you can carry the rifle, and that's fine. However, I don't recommend switching from one carry method to the other in front of people. I try to do it when there's nobody around. I'll look around and make sure that there's no cars around, so then I can just go like this, and that's it. And you see how easy that was able to convert from back carry to shoulder carry. Now this is also legal. I wouldn't recommend walking around like this holding it. Put your finger on the sling and kind of put your arm up against the rifle to keep it on your shoulder. That's what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend messing with the gun too much. You don't want to do that because it makes people nervous. Same thing for the reason why I do this when there's nobody around. If somebody looks over and all they see is you go like this, and they scream, "Oh my God, he's got a gun!" and you're like this, looking around like, oh. Everybody's going to freak out, aren't they? Because they just jumped the gun and they see you doing something they don't understand, they're taking it out of context. That's why I say to do that when there's nobody around, and you're going to have to live with being uncomfortable for a little while. That's it. Now, another tip that I've got for when I'm open carrying is looking around. Now, every once in a while I will look around. You try to keep your ears open so that you can pay attention of your surroundings, make sure there's nobody running up on you, and just every once in a while take a little glance over your shoulder. Use reflective things in the area to watch your back. You're walking down a main street and there's storefronts. Look in those windows to see what's behind you. Look in mirrors on cars, windshields on cars. Anything that throws off a reflection you can use to see what's behind you, and you don't have to look crazy where you're like going like this all the time. Now, let's say you are just randomly doing that every once in a while, looking around, and somebody calls the police because they say that looks suspicious. When the police arrive and ask you why you're open carrying and you're looking around so much, just ask them, aren't you trained to be aware of your surroundings when you're carrying a weapon? That's all I'm doing. Plus, if you have a long gun on, it is easier for somebody to just come up and grab the gun and just reef you to the ground. So that's another reason you got to kind of keep your eye on everybody. So I hope those tips helped, and the person that asked for this video to be made, I'm not sure if I can really pronounce his name. I don't want to try it and then butcher it, so I'll have a link down below. And yeah, don't be scared to open carry. Find out what your laws are in your state, because some states they allow open carry, but they can also charge you with disturbing the peace or brandishing a firearm. So you got to watch out for those, and you'll have to look up specifically whether or not you can open carry long guns in your state. In Michigan, you're allowed to carry long guns because there's no law that says you can't. That is the reason why you're able to carry long guns in Michigan. So I hope that helped you guys, and thank you all for watching.